Morning guys, we're back on it again. Saturday morning, my wife's working today, I'm out in the garage. I've still got a few little bits and pieces to tidy up. I didn't get all the tidying finished the other day. But we're back on the minor, and today the aim, hopefully, is to, I'm so fed up with lifting the bonnet on and off to charge the battery whenever I need to move the car. So today's aim is to get the bonnet off, hopefully get it all sanded back, primed, maybe even painted, but at the very least I'd like to get the area around the bonnet hinges painted. I'll probably, if I can't get the bonnet painted, I might just blow those areas in with gloss with a little airbrush, and then I can put the bonnet hinges back on and get the bonnet so it opens and closes. I've got a couple of issues also to deal with. You won't see them from where you are at the moment, but we'll have a look in detail a bit later. Down on the bottom edge of the bonnet, I've actually got two cracks or splits. I think where the bonnet over the years has flexed, it's actually cracked. I've got a little crack in the metalwork here and one on this side. So I want to get those dressed up and just put a little seam of weld on there and grind it back just so that stops it from cracking in future. The bonnet in general is in pretty good condition. The paint's heavily cracked on it as it was with the roof and all the other bits that we've painted so far. But yeah, it just needs to be sanded off, got ready for a bit of primer, and yeah, see how far we can get with it really. But I'm going to get the first of all, get the bonnet off so that I can just plonk the car on charge for an hour or so while I tidy up the other bits and bobs, and then we go from there, see what we can do. Right, the garage is almost tidy up this end now. A few little bits to do, but you can actually see the bench now, which is quite nice. Still got a bit of stuff to put away on the floor and what have you, but I've got the bonnet off the car. As you saw in the time lapse, it's actually sitting on a couple of sawhorses there. I've got to take the badges off of it in a moment. I didn't realise actually that the front badge is actually held on by the bonnet striker, part of the bonnet latch. So I'm going to get that off in a moment, and that's obviously the little fixings that hold the chrome flash on. So I should get those off, turn it over, and then I can start prepping it. There's the little splits I was saying about. As you can see, it's actually cracked the metalwork down there, and also on this side. Ooh, if it focuses, there we go. I think it's quite a common thing, but I just want to tack those level, dress this up, just put a little seam of weld in there just to hold it and stop it from doing it in future once it's painted. It would appear, from what I can see, the car's a bit of a bits and pieces. It looks like the bonnet was originally grey, as you can see there on the underside of this lip. I think we got, what did we find on the car? I think one of the doors was green, the other one was grey, the bonnet's grey, so it's had a bit of a checkered history. But yeah, I'll get these couple of bits off, get it turned over, and then I can start prepping it. Right, I've just whizzed those two bits off. That's the chrome flash that goes down the bonnet, and there's the Morris emblem. As you can see, it's looking a little bit worse for wear. I've got to nip over and see my mate Owen in a little while. I've got to drop something over to him, and I'm thinking I might, if you recall, he's the guy that refurbed the badge for me on the rear. I might take these over with me and try my luck, say to him, what do you reckon you can do with those, see if he'll have a little go with those for me at some stage. Yeah, he's at the moment, he is restoring a 59 Sunbeam Rapier. He's doing a really cracking job on it. It's coming together quite nicely. He's also got a 1962, I believe, Ford Consul, and also a 64 Hillman Minx. But yeah, we might, if we get the opportunity to have a quick look around the Rapier, I'll see if I can get a bit of video footage of it, show you what he's been up to and how it's coming along. It's looking really good. But in the meantime, I'm going to put these to one side, we'll flip the bonnet over, and I'll start seeing about getting some paint off it. So this was the proposed method. I've got one of these fibre paint stripping wheels on my angle grinder. I started working on this. As you can see, the paint's really thick, it takes ages to come off. But the angle grinders actually, they started slowing down, making some weird noises, and now it's stopped altogether. So that's the end of that. I have got a smaller one of these that fits on a drill, so I'm going to be using that, getting as far as I can. I really just need to get all this black off, and then even if I just get down to the undercoat here, the red oxide, then I can DA it off, hopefully. But it's just, this stuff is so thick, and as you can see, areas like this, it's just so badly cracked. It all needs to come off, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm going to press on with what I've got. I won't film it, it's going to be pretty boring, but I'll come back to you once I've got a little bit further down the road with it. Well, things haven't gone too well. My driller's now packed up. If you look at that, I don't know whether you can see that. The bearing in the end of the drill's gone, and yeah, I think it's just a matter of time before this stops altogether. It's not very happy. I obviously managed to cobble something together to put that old fibre wheel on the end of my drill, but the drill hasn't coped with it. Both this drill and my grinder are very old, so and they've done loads of work, so they're probably, you know, at the end of their life. So basically, what I'm going to need to do now is, getting near the end of the day, I'll need to get the bonnet back on the car, so I'm just going to rest it on the car, bring the car back in, tidy away everything. I did go and see Owen, but I didn't get a chance to film anything. It was just a bit of a flying visit, really. But I will do that in the next future episode. And yeah, thanks ever so much for joining me. In the next one, I'll show you what progress we made, but I think I'm going to need to get a new drill, a new grinder, and get this bonnet finished. I'll see you later.